So, what's up, guys? I know everyone's exam is in 2 days, and so is mine. And I know you guys must be like a little nervous and stuff, so I decided let me make a few videos, let me help a few people out. So, since you all were having problems with strings, I'm thinking I'm gonna make a few videos on strings, as many as I can in the next, I guess, 1 or 2 days, so that you people can get through this exam fine. And I know a lot of you must be nervous and things like that, but trust me, it's easier than you think. And if you put your mind to it, there's nothing that's going to keep you away from a really good score. That being said, let's move on. So we've explored strings already in a previous video, in the previous video. So let's say I have something called string x equals hello. Now this string is made up of individual characters. There's H, E, L, L, O. Now these characters are numbered from 0, 3, 4. 0 through 4. But if I asked, now the string essentially is an object. Now we'll get back to this later, but essentially understand that the string has a few functions that you can execute on it. Like you have a buffered reader object, buffered reader BR, and you can write br.readLine to get something, to get a string of input. Essentially, you can use a string and you can call a function on it to get some information. Now, you don't need to know all the functions, but here's something important. If I wrote x.length, this x, this L, I'm sorry, would store 5, because hello is a 5-letter word. It's not a 4-letter word in the common English alphabet, which is why this would store 5. So remember, while traversing strings, the length is always one more than the actual the position of the last character. The last character is 4, but the length is 5. If you try to go beyond this 5, you would get a string index out of bounds exception, and that is something that you don't need to worry about right now. So moving on, what other methods or functions can you call on a string? Well, let's say I wanted an individual character from the string. Let's say I wanted, from hello, I wanted this first L. Now this is in the second position, so I could write car ch or char, whatever, ch is equal to x dot char at or char at, and the position name here, so 2. So what does this do? This is another function you can execute. This basically looks at the particular position. Let's say in hello it looks at this L, and it gives you it I'm sorry it gives you the character at that position. So ch gets the value L. So those are 3 functions which we're heavily going to depend upon for writing our code. Let's say I wanted to print the first and the last character of a string. How would I do that? Let's say I had a string, string S, and the string was radar. Now, let's say I wanted the first character. The first character seems pretty simple. I'm sorry, we can't have the same variable name. Let's say we call it f for first is equal to s dot char at. Remember, first character is at the 0th position, not the first position, because this starts from 0. That's just how things are done in computer science. People, I don't know why they decided to number things from 0. Maybe because of binary zeros and ones. I really don't know. So let's say if you wanted to find the last character, char L. Now in a string of this length, say 5 letters, we can count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could just write s dot char at 4. But what if this is hypothetical, but it's possible. what if you had a string that had, let's say, if you had a string whose length was about, or rather, to make it better, instead of putting in so many zeros, let's say you don't know the length. Now in that case, this first line would work. Yeah, you would be able to get the first character, it's always at 0. But how would you get the last character if you don't know the length? This is a challenging, a relatively challenging problem to think about. If I don't know the length, how can I ever count from 0 till, well, you can, because I've just shown you that you can get the length. Int L is equal to s dot length. This way you know what the length is. Now the last character is not at position L, not at the position of the length, but it's always L minus 1. As you can see here, it's 4, and the length is 5. So if you said car L equals s dot char at, I'm sorry, we can't have a character that's named as length. I don't know what's wrong with me. Car A is equal to s dot char at L minus 1. You put your semicolon. So this would give you L minus 1, which is 4, and the fourth character is R. So this would give you R. So essentially that's it for these 3 string functions. These are pretty much the most important ones. There are a few more that are mentioned, but I'd leave it as an exercise to you to figure them out, use them on your compiler. If you have any issues, then you can write here in the comments. So I'm gonna wish you guys best of luck for your exams, because I really don't know how many more of these videos I'm gonna be able to make, because I have to study for my own. I mean, I have the same computer paper on Monday, and I'm a little scared because people have pressurized me, but it's alright. I hope you guys do well. Don't worry too much about difficulty and things like that. Don't stress. Go to the exam calm. You know this. You've been practicing for a long time. Well, I hope you've been practicing. So see you guys. Have a good day. Study hard.